just coming back at you. We told you we'd be coming. Here we are, but we're going to do a little bit different to start out. It's been a while, so we thought that it'd be kind of cool to reintroduce ourselves, and let everybody get to know us and more specifically the why. Why
Right.
we're doing what we're doing, right? So I got the Tiger King here, Chris Tiger King Fields. This is the dude. And I'll throw it out there. You're kind of the wise one of the group, I say that
Yeah.
you're the guy, the one with the wisdom, right? So,
Which is a sad statement.
hey man, we look up to you, brother. We look up to you, Chris. Man, really quick, man. Thanks for coming on this morning. It's early in
Yep.
Oklahoma. I think it's about 8:30 right now in Oklahoma. I
Good.
appreciate you, man.
Yep.
And it's cold over there, isn't it?
Well, it has been. We're back up. It was I don't know, 15 degrees 3 days ago, and it's going to get up to 67 today. So,
All right, all right.
yep, you
Well,
just never
that's
know.
that's like Florida weather right now. That's
Yeah. Yeah, you never know.
that's right. That's right. Well, Chris, man, first thing I wanted to say, man, again, I've already told you thank you, man, for coming on. But man, tell everybody, just again, kind of reintroducing yourself. Who's Chris Fields, man? Where you come from, and a little bit about your career.
All right, man. Yeah. Chris Fields, born and raised right here in Oklahoma. Been here for, I think, other than a couple of stints when I'm too young to remember. I think we lived in El Paso for a while. But so 60 years and 8 months of my 61 years has been right here in Oklahoma. And, you know, everything growing up, high school, everything here. Got on the fire department when I was a mere 20 years old. Um, Hired in 1985. That's why I tell people that's all I know. I mean, I don't have any other skills. I mean, I had some day off businesses and stuff, but that's all I've ever done. That's where I became a husband, a father, was in the fire service. So, married to my wife Cheryl for 30. She won't see this, so I can be wrong. 36 or 37 years.
All right, all right.
Yep. Two sons, Ryan and Parker, 30, 31 and 27,
Mm-hmm.
26, 31 and 26. Two daughter-in-laws, Drew and Rosie, Roe as we call her, and one grandson that has rocked my world. I don't know if it's a sad statement that a 61-year-old man's best friend is 3 years old, but we're on the
Well, that 61-year old never went much past three. You're probably five
yeah.
at heart, man.
I
So
can
that's
say
all
we're on
right.
the I think we're on the same level. That's why we get along so well. So yeah, man, just like I said, and did 32 years with the Oklahoma City Fire Department. Been retired 8 years now, and just enjoying what's going on.
And when you say you grew up in Oklahoma, was it all pretty much right there in Oklahoma City?
Yes, Oklahoma City and Moore and
Mm-hmm.
Dell City. It's a little suburb outside of Oklahoma City, and Moore. Both are little. Moore is more famously known for being Tornado Alley, and
Okay.
but
Okay.
that's where I grew up. Was never exactly in Oklahoma City, but in Dell City and Moore.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I've been for 61 years.
Wow. All right. All right. Well, I'm adjusting some sound, some volume
You
here.
could.
You're good to go. Test, test. There we go. Good. So yeah, man. So, and you said you've been a firefighter. You were a firefighter for 31 years.
Yeah, 31 years,
Mm-hmm.
7 months, and 16 days, or something like that, to be exact. But
Wow.
and yeah, started out as a firefighter in rookie school, promoted up through the ranks. During that working up through the ranks, I was there was a brief stint where I was over like all of our kind of our special ops with our training with our we were forming. It was kind of it's really great now, but back then it was fairly new. Our USAR team and
Mm-hmm.
all of our underwater divers and our hazmat team. So I kind of coordinated all the training and all that kind of stuff for I don't know a year or two when I was off the rigs and went back out. Man, I was always out in the field in suppression. I wasn't I couldn't be an office guy. I figured that out. So
Hmm.
I just liked running up and down the road with my guys and girls.
Very cool. And people, just in case people don't know, and I say this, man, because the other day I was talking, I was teaching a class, and there was a younger person there, 22, and
Mm.
I remembered referencing a Rolodex,
Oh
and
yeah.
the person looked at me like, just kind of tilted their head. I'm like, you have no idea what a Rolodex is, do you? and so uh and so I say that, just to say that, we do have younger people that are listening to us. So
Hmm.
and some that may not know a little bit of your story and how you kind of got into the limelight. So if you could
Right.
explain that a little bit to us.
Yeah. The and I know we'll get into what I'm doing now and what we're doing
Yeah,
now with Tom
yeah,
Behind the Badge,
absolutely.
but this platform that I have all came about because of the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing. Um, there's a lot of other factors figured into my mental health travels, put it lightly, but it all comes from the Oklahoma City bombing. I was captured in the photo of me and Bailey Allman. Uh, Bailey had just turned 1 year old the day before, and so that right there kind of, like I say, got put my name out there. Everybody kind of. I look back and say, you know what, I probably would have been. It wasn't like I was fighting to have my name thrown, thrown out
Right,
there.
right,
Uh,
right.
but as much as it's probably, I'm trying to think of a good way to say it, as much as a not a hardship, um, as much as it's affected my life, I would say maybe in a negative way early on. Um, it's also affected me in a positive way, just with the struggles I went through, and now I'm not on the other side, and I can give back, and we won't go into the whole bombing story. That's for another episode, and I'm sure we've
Yes,
talked
sir.
about it before. But
Yes,
but
sir.
that's kind of where I get my platform, and kind of how I got into speaking and got in with the Trauma Behind the Badge, which is another
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
story.
Well, let's go ahead and go right into that, man. So, you know, and let me quickly say this, just so people know that Oklahoma City bombing happened in '95. You didn't, that didn't end your career. You
Oh
kept
no,
working till,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, till
for so
2000. Yeah, until 2017. So,
right, right.
yeah, with a few hiccups along the way, but I made it. Yeah.
And yeah, yeah, but the Oklahoma City bombing did kind of start your mental health journey, as well as other things, and kind of
Right.
led you to the end of your career. But because of the Oklahoma City bombing and those things, you did kind of get a platform, and you're able to start speaking on your journey. So, and somehow that ends up hooking you up with Trauma Behind the Badge. I mean, how'd that happen?
Uh, I don't even remember. I retired in 2017, and I don't know how it came about. Of course, I'm 61, so you got to give me a little credit on my memory here. Uh, I really don't.
With a mind of a 3 year old. We've
Exactly.
established that already. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't remember how it came about and who through a mutual friend, but Jay Dobbins, the retired ATF agent, infiltrated the Hells Angels, good friend of mine, big old teddy bear guy. Um, Jay, and I wish I knew how, and I can't remember. But anyway, he reached out and contacted me. I had never spoken publicly before. I had never told a story, um, but he was hosting a deal out in Arizona, his home, Tucson, the Dirty T, and he contacted me about coming out there to speak at this deal. And I thought, okay, I don't, I guess. I mean, it was one of the, like I say, it was first time to speak. I didn't know, do you have slides? What do you do? Well, I had these little index cards. Remember this vividly. I was writing myself little notes, boom, 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 boom. Had a connecting flight, I think probably in Dallas. Well, when I got up to go get on my boarding flight, I left all my index cards and any notes I had sitting there in the airport. So when I get to Tucson, like I say, I'm a nervous wreck. Anyway, one of the other speakers was Doug Monda, and I don't know. I guess I don't know if it speaks less of me or Doug that we kind of connected, uh, you know. And
Right, right, right.
but we did. We me and Doug connected. Everybody knows Doug. He's got this gruff outside, but he's got a heart as big as
Yeah, oh yeah,
big as
oh
the
yeah.
state of Florida. And I don't know. We just kind of stayed in touch with Doug, and then everything just kind of kept moving forward, and we would keep in touch, and I would see him at some other things, and then he's dragging Raul in, and then next thing I know, here comes Scallon, and
Right,
next thing I know,
right,
we're forming this deal called Trauma Behind the Badge,
right,
and
right.
it's
Yeah,
probably been like, go ahead.
so I was gonna say, like Doug and everybody knows Doug. I swear he's like a savant. He's just one. He's one of
I'm glad
those.
you didn't say. I've heard them referred to as idiot savants, but go ahead.
Yeah, and that I left the first part out, right? So, he, you know, and I'm always because like you said, he's gruff on the outside, but the guy's always thinking. He just and he's creative as anybody I know.
He is.
He's got ideas and and all the benefit first responders, and that's just he's amazing that way, and he absolutely. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's tried to surround himself
Hmm.
with people that he knows and trust, or gets to know and trust. So
And
absolutely.
trust is a big thing for Doug.
Absolutely, he absolutely. This is and then, like, what year is this? When did this happen? Was your
I
first
think
time speaking?
I met Doug in 2000. It was either late 2017 or early 2018
Okay,
is when I met, because I know I was retired because I didn't do any kind of speaking deal until I was retired. And I retired March of 2017,
okay.
and so I think it was either, like I said, later in 2017 or early in 2018 when I met Doug.
And so you meet Doug, and Tron Behind the Badge is formed, and what's unique about Tron Behind the Badge and you is that you're the only hose dragger we have.
I am I am the only I'm the oldest, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm the oldest and the only hose dragger, so I have a
Yeah.
little different perspective.
Yes, sir. And you got some responsibility to the firemen around the country. So you're the one that holds it together and makes sure that we stay
Yeah.
on the straight and narrow. So that's great, man. So then, not like, in between trying behind the badge and the five of us, we do what we do, man. But we all also have our own thing going on
Hmm.
in our respective states and areas, and of course in the fire side of the house. So, man, what have you been doing in this last year or so? I mean, and I know you're busy, man. I mean, outside of hanging out with your best friend, what else you been doing?
uh, yeah, I been working. We got a great thing going here in Oklahoma.
Hmm.
Uh, Danny Long, y'all know Danny, retired state trooper. He was the founder, executive director. He's taken another position now, but started a division. It's part of the Department of Public Safety, and it's called the Oklahoma First Responder Wellness Division.
Hmm.
And we offer and like I say, it's in Oklahoma. The firefighter setups kind of, we have like 12,000 volunteer firefighters, a bunch of small rural communities, and just like with Trauma Behind the Badge, sorry, I'm the only fire guy with the
Hmm.
wellness division right now.
Right.
We're trying to change that, but what we do is, man, we offer services to first responders,
Hmm.
career, volunteer, retired. Uh, we have clinicians on board. Uh,
Hmm.
we have the biosound beds,
Hmm.
that from down there in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, we have the massage chairs right here in the office that I'm at. We've got a biosound bed. We've
Oh, I'm
got,
glad. I'm glad you didn't do the interview from the massage chair or whatever.
yeah, well, we got the
I'm glad you
massage
said.
chair. Yeah. And we got the offices for the clinicians and everybody except for, I think there's me and one trooper that are actually retired. The other
Hmm.
guys and girls are either still troopers or there's one from the OBN, Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics, OBN,
Okay.
OSBI, which is the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. We have people from all these different deals, but they're assigned to the wellness division.
Right.
And some of them are, like I said, clinicians and stuff. And so all those services that we offer are free to
Hmm.
first responders and retirees around the state. You know,
Any Oklahoma first responder.
yes, yes,
Okay.
and and it's not like 3 or 4 years of. I mean, there's eventually a time I think where, because I don't want to get quote in case somebody from Oklahoma's listening, they think they can have free health care for 20 years, but
Hmm.
the clinicians, and we help them get to you know facilities and stuff. We work
Hmm.
closely with we work with the peer support groups here in Oklahoma. Like Oklahoma City Fire has their own, the police has their own, and some counties have theirs, and Warriors Rest,
Right.
which is Brett Key and them, and we work with them and do
Hmm.
we respond to traumatic events,
Hmm.
to do debriefings and all that kind of stuff. Um, we recently, with Danny and all his stuff he did at the Capitol, we purchased these two huge buses.
Hmm.
And these buses actually, we can respond to man made or natural disasters to where we can do debrief. But inside these buses are two massage chairs, a, uh, a biosound sleep therapy bed,
Hmm.
a little room where we can do individual or group debriefings. So
Hmm. Hmm.
that's what we do. And
I'm going to give a shameless plug here. So that was a kind of in conjunction with after action and decompression rooms, and basically
right,
kind of a mobile decompression briefing room type deal. So
right. Yeah,
amazing, amazing. Hmm.
and after action is, and I think it's just kind of been put on hold
Right.
for a little bit because we had the transition to a new director
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
all that sort of things. I know that they were going to come out and
Hmm. Yes.
that one room kind of make it into what they call a decompression
Decompression room. Yes,
therapy
sir.
room.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So yeah, definitely. I'm glad you mentioned that. But yeah, so that's what I do, man. I stay busy with that, and like I said, I'm down here at the office getting some stuff. I got to go to a conference tomorrow, and set up all about that, setting at a table,
Yeah.
and you know, but and fortunately for these little conferences that are around the state,
Mhm.
they always give the wellness division 15-20 minutes to get up on the stage
Yeah. Say a little something.
and let
Right.
them know that because there's a lot of rural fire departments, smaller, and
Hmm.
I focus on the fire side that aren't even aware that the wellness division exists. So it's a good way
Right.
to get the word out, and so that's what I do, man. I stay busy with that and still traveling a little bit to do some speaking and run into you and Doug across the country sometimes.
Right. Right. Man, so that is great, great work you're doing in Oklahoma. Please keep that up. I mean that's been, and you've been doing that for a little bit now. You got
Yeah,
a couple years into it now, I think, right around there.
the
Yeah, yeah,
division's been
yeah.
around since 2022, and I started in 24
Right, right.
or
Okay,
late
good, good, good.
23. Yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha, man. So great, man. Trauma behind the badge is back.
yep.
Are you excited, man? What are you looking forward to? I mean, we got some guests. We're starting to get lined up, man. Talk about that, man. Trauma behind the badge, and why? Why are you involved in trauma behind the badge? Why do you continue to kind of be part of the team?
Ah, man, it's a great time. I mean, even I mean, we don't see each other in person a whole lot, but
Right.
when we hook up like this, on
Yes, sir.
the and I don't know, it's just I guess I was shocked too at the amount of s- positive feedback we get from folks
Hmm.
when they hear us, and I guess that's tooting our own horn, but you got to,
Right.
it is what it is, and from we've all got have come up with so many connections over the years. We've had some great guests,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
but like Doug has even said, some of our best shows, or I guess shows, podcasts, we won't call them, have been when we get on there and just bounce off current events
Yeah.
with each other and banter back and
Absolutely.
forth, and
Absolutely.
that kind of stuff, and try to keep Scowling, under control. So, but no, I mean, it's a great format. I wish we could do more, but
Right. There
geography
are.
gets in the way. We're
Yeah.
spread out. We're in Virginia. We're in Florida. We're in Oklahoma,
Right.
and
Right.
so it's
Right.
kind of it's kind of tough to get together all the time. But
Right, right, right.
yeah, I mean, it's great to be a part of it. It's one of the things I talk about anytime I still get to keynote or do any kind of speaking. Man, I always talk about trauma behind the badge and these
Mhm.
big, what I call you badasses with big hearts when I talk about y'all. So that's
Appreciate it.
what y'all, that's who y'all are to me. So I love being a part of
Likewise.
it.
Likewise, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Listen, man. We're gonna keep doing our thing. Be ready for some shows. You be
Yep.
ready to bring on some guests, man. We are excited about it. Chris, thank you, man. Taking a few minutes to talk a little bit and
Yep.
kick this thing off, man. So, with that, as always, if you or anybody you know is struggling, reach out to us. In the credits will be our information. Reach out to us, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Love you, brother.
I love you, man. Stay on, Chris. Stay on.
Will.